What's up? What's up? What's up? What's going on? This is NorbCam coming at you. Caught myself off guard. I was like, wait, what am I waiting for? Oh, yeah, didn't do our intro. But hey, we are here. We are here live. How's it going, guys? Back to the regular season. Seahawks lost that first game against the Broncos, of course, by 3 in a game that debatably could have won, should have won, in my opinion. But let's talk about it. Let's get into this thing. I see you guys are all up in the chat. Armor Man, Mr. Bleach, Roblox, Robloski, Cookie Crisp, Jaden Bennett, Bryson, Barlianto, what's up? Gabriel Santos, IB Dave Jones, Sam Ranger, Brandon Rogers, Cody Marmon, Sports Fan 34567, Jason K, Swag Money, and Angel Munoz, Luigi, Mozgolf, Goat, Phoenix Reed, and it keeps on going. So hopefully you guys can hear me okay. I am taking calls. If you guys want to come in on the phone line and talk a little bit, the number is right down below, 515-739-1219. And let's talk about this first game and see what to expect going into the next game against the Chicago Bears on Monday Night Football. Again, the number is right down below. Just call in the number and then dial in the code, and you'll be brought in, and we'll try to move this thing along. But real quick, I just want to talk about real quick my thoughts on the game. I did a little rant afterwards of what I thought about the game, and since then I've had a chance to reflect a little bit. One thing I did talk about last time was the play of, there's a lot of things, but you know, the offensive line, particularly Jermaine Ifedi on the right side. Yes, he did get burned a couple times, got bulldozed a couple times, and just run around. And I hear a lot of people saying, bench Ifedi, bench Ifedi. Then again, it's Von Miller, you know? And so anybody going against Von Miller is going to be pretty much made to look pretty bad. So it's, it's not that surprising. I can't put complete blame on him in that regard that, when you're going against an all-pro like him, everyone's going to make you look bad. But still, Seattle's got to expect that, especially this week going against Khalil Mack, who just signed that uber contract with the Bears, getting traded from the Raiders to the Bears. And we're going to have the same problem with those guys. So Seattle better scheme for that, meaning, they need to get some tight end help to chip out there, or get faster releasing passes so that Russell doesn't have to sit there and basically get slammed, waiting for time to develop. Or my biggest complaint that I didn't really talk about was we need to run the stinking ball. I mean, commit to running the ball, because look, Chris Carson and Rashad Penny each had 7 carries apiece. Carson had, I believe, 51 yards, which comes out to about 7 yards a carry, give or take a little bit. And Rashad Penny had about 8, which comes out to about 1.2 yards or less per carry. Pretty clear, and I think the coach admitted such that he was going to pretty much Carson earn that starting job. So, which I was happy about, because I thought he looked great from the preseason on, and so that was a pretty obvious decision to have him be the guy. So what we need to now see is we need to see 20 carries in this next game at least. That's a commitment to the run. 14 and 7 only to Carson is not enough, especially when you're getting 7 yards a pop. He was kicking butt, and he had a couple of plays called back too. So anyway, I want to see 20 carries to Chris Carson. You keep running that ball until they prove to us that we can't. So that takes away the pass rush and opens up things for Russell. I just don't understand that first play from scrimmage against the Broncos, where we pretty much passed twice and then ran a stinking draw play, which was a give-up play because we already been sacked and we were in negative, yardage at that point. But, so that's what I want to see. I want to see a commitment to the run, doing what they said they were going to do in this season, and actually prove it. So That should help open things up, get some pressure off Russ, and then let's get Russell running the ball. I mean, he had like maybe one run for like 5 yards or something. Let's design some runs. He had some lanes that were wide open if he just actually kept the ball. And he just, obviously didn't for whatever reason, but I think they just need to give it to him a couple times. Get those defensive ends to have to respect the outside, because if those guys come crashing down hard thinking they're just going to sell out on the run, and Russell comes from doing a little run around the outside, get those guys to think twice about going in there hard. So anyway, those are a couple of things besides all the other observations I'd made in my other video. There's a lot of things, but I want to hear what you guys think. I want to keep looking at the chat here. I know a lot of you guys are really filling up the chat, which is awesome. Basketball Man 5, Sam Ranger, Joy Venote. Sorry if I didn't get that right. Super Young Tank, no Sherm, no Cam, no Maxwell. Seahawks are back to sucking again. Okay, that doesn't sound like a Seahawk fan to me. However, yes, we haven't won a game yet. We're 0 for 4 in the preseason. Now we're 0-1 in the regular season, which means we're 0 for 5 technically in 2018. We haven't sniffed a victory yet. But I predicted in my prediction video, which I hope some of you guys have checked out, that we're going to win this game against the Bears. I don't know. I just feel it. I feel like we're going to, even though I know it's going to be pretty tough. So let's see. All right, there we go. So phone lines are opening up. And let me see what else we got here. Emerald MC, we're committing too many penalties. I agree, too many penalties, and some that cost us massive plays. The play, Carson had a nice 40-yard scamper on a screen pass that got called back as a holding call. And then the push-off, the unnecessary push-off at Brandon Marshall, he would have had that play anyway. He just blatantly went and shoved the guy, and then went his post pattern. He didn't even need to do that. Could have just given him a little elbow maybe, and that would have been enough. So we'll see. I think everyone's still kind of finding their feet. But right now, half the league is 1-0, half the league is 0-1. That's okay. We get back on the winning side this week, and things will be all right. You get 0-2, that's a different story. We cannot afford to go, especially with 3 games on the road to start off the season, we cannot afford to drop these first 2, because one of these games is supposed to be winnable. That last game was, so we should come out of here at 1-1, heading into our home opener against the Cowboys, which is going to be fun. Cowboys not looking so good, so hopefully they'll stay that way. All right, let's see. Range City, did you hear Cam might come back and play? What? I heard nothing of the sort. I would question the source of where that information came from, Range City. But if it's true, I would more than welcome it. Emerald MC, Will Dissly's pretty good. Yeah, Will Dissly was very good. He was kind of like the secret weapon, as Pete Carroll mentioned. But of course, you break out the secret weapon in the first half. They figured it out. Second half, there's no more secret weapon. He didn't get a single touch after that. So don't expect part 2 from Will Dissly in this second game. It's going to have to be somebody else. And it ain't going to be Doug Baldwin, because Doug Baldwin hurt his other knee, and we don't know yet how long he's going to be gone for, but I have a bad feeling it's going to be for an extended period of time. So it's going to have to be somebody else besides our number 1 receiver. It's going to have to be Tyler Lockett. It's going to have to be Brandon Marshall. It's going to have to be Jerron Brown, or one of the new guys that we just promoted from the practice squad. So we will see. The Paggy, I can't remember, I'm not sure. He says, "Love the weight parody," and I appreciate that. Thank you very much. Okay, let's go to the phone lines right now, and let's see where we're at here. I'm gonna go to Cody from Bonnie Lake. Let's hope this works. Still getting my rust off. Yo, is this Cody? Oh, wait, hold on. I got you. There you go. There it is. Cody, you on with me? No. Hold on. I love when things work perfectly. I see that you have a signal, but I don't hear you for some reason. Okay. How about that?
There are 5 participants in the conference.
There you go. Hey, Cody, are you with me? Cody. It's live TV for you.
Hello?
Cody. Let's try this again.
Unmuted.
Cody. Hello.
Hello?
Yeah. Can you hear me?
There we go. All right.
Okay, finally. I had my buttons pressed all configured wrong. Anyway, Cody, what's going on, man? Welcome to the program.
Thank you very much. Thanks for taking my call.
Yeah.
So from what I saw from week 1, I was really excited just based off of offensively, and I know we didn't have Fluker in there, but I liked a lot what we saw from Tyler Lockett. I thought Chris Carson looked pretty good.
He looked awesome. Did you like how Carson jumped over that defender, man? That was something else. That was incredible.
He got number 2 on the SE top 10 plays.
Nice. Nice.
Yeah, that was nice. But yeah, I think he was averaging seven carries, so that was definitely a really good sign and a sign of a workhorse for sure. But what about Will Dissly? Is he kind of like a one-hit wonder, or is he going to be the new target for Russell in the red zone?
Well, I wouldn't call him a one-hit wonder, but I wouldn't say we'll never hear from him again. What I see him as, to me, he looks like a slightly smaller Zach Miller. And if you guys remember Zach Miller from the early, when Russ was just getting going in our Super Bowl time, Zach Miller was a hell of a blocker, but the guy would go out and make catches. He had good hands. He was a little slower. Dissly's a little bit more of a run after the catch kind of guy. But what I loved is I think they just need to do more play designs that take advantage of both sides of what he does. And that play where he scored the touchdown was beautifully the way I drew it up, because they had him blocking like in a play action blocking scenario, blocked for like 2 seconds, and then he released. And of course, at that point, everybody was thinking he's not part of the play. And by the time they recognized he was going out en route, he was wide open. So they need to do more stuff like that, just creative things to get him out there in the flat and open. Because what I don't want to see is just so many long downfield passes after another. Let's do what everybody's doing to us, because what the Broncos did was just a lot of short stuff, 5 yards, 7 yards, and then run after the catch. We should do the same thing. That's faster release. You don't have to have as much protection. Russell's in less danger, and let the guys do their job afterwards. And Carson can run. Everybody can run in our backfield after they get the ball if they kind of get out in space. So. And I think Dissly's no different. So that's what I'd like to see, is just quicker at developing plays.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't think we've heard the last of him. I think he's just keep doing his job, but they'll sneak him out there once in a while and make a big play when you least expect it.
Yeah, I like that comparison you had about Zach Miller, because like you said, he did both. He was a receiver and a really good blocker. So I like that comparison a lot. And then I was going to talk about the offensive line woes. So about Jermaine Fetty, because I saw a lot of times he was one-on-one with Von Miller, and then later in the game we would have a tight end there like Dissly or Van Nett where we'd chip Von Miller. But still, we gave up 6 sacks. So, and I know it's week 1 and Fluker wasn't in there, but that, like, when we're going into Soldier Field on Monday, we got Khalil Mack there and Akeem Hicks. Like that doesn't. I don't favor the Seahawks at all right there.
Well, like I was saying, is I think we need to commit to the run, commit to Carson, and keep running the ball and until he can't. 7 yards a carry is awesome. You're lucky if you're getting 4 to 5, you're doing really good. You're getting 7, that's outstanding. So he needs to be keep going until he keeps going to a wall and he can't go any further. But I think also those sacks are a little misleading because one of them, if Eddie got just burned. I mean, he just like fell over as Von Miller went around him. The other times where he got helped by the tight end, but then Wilson kind of stepped up in the pocket, and then Miller went around to the front and caught him on the, basically sneaking through the front there, which really isn't the fault of the line. It was just one of those plays that just broke down that way, and he just saw him where he was going and shut him down. So, and then Wilson trying to do his pirouetting stuff. Just I think those guys know that as long as they keep Wilson contained on the outside, he can't get outside and burn you. And they did a really good job of doing that. And so I expect more teams to do it because you see these guys on tape. You see these quarterbacks on tape, and you start to see what makes them tick. And we've seen, they got tape on Russell for 6 seasons now. So, they're going to make a very concerted effort to make sure that they don't let him burn you. At least that, I'm sure that's what they did. So they did that. They didn't chase him and pin him in. They tried to go on outside. So when he spun around, he was right there waiting for him. So, I think he's just got to be smart with it, get rid of it when he can, so that he doesn't take such a loss. But I think he'll get a chance to blow out there and to do his stuff. I just want to see more designed runs with Russell because he's still a threat to run.
Yeah.
And the read option is still there. I saw it open. He just didn't keep it. So I'd like to see him work it. Maybe this is one big game setting up the read option for the next game. I was looking at this thing, and maybe this is just all one big setup, one big rope-a-dope. But anyway, I think we still got a lot better football to go. I mean, we played a crappy game, and we still almost won in Denver. So and if what's his face Seabass doesn't miss that field goal, doggone it, after 2 tries, that would have been at least overtime, and we had plenty of chances to win that game. So, all that considered, we didn't play our best, yet we still almost won that game. So, but
and there were 3 drives for Russell to go and win the game, but I just thought it was. I wouldn't say he didn't trust his offensive line, but I feel like he definitely had that in the back of his head, especially when Denver came. Like a lot of the times you saw Von Miller, instead of going outside, he would go outside and then he'd use a spin move. So Russell couldn't really step up in the pocket and get a solid throw late in the game. And then you saw where Chris Harris came on the corner and had that sack and just kind of scrambled for Russell and tangled them up for sure.
Yeah. Well, and plus the ones that don't show up on the stat sheet is he had a lot of pressure in his face too, where he couldn't step into a throw.
Yeah.
And I thought that Russell didn't have his best game. He was off on several plays, particularly the 3rd and 1 where he tried to hit Nick Vanette and he was wide open and he just overthrew him. But there were some other plays that he misfired on, and I think a lot of it is because he had pressure in his face. And it's hard to throw a ball when you can't step into the throw and there's a guy right there pushing you back, and you got to kind of avoid him. So some of it's not on Russell. It just shows up as an incomplete pass. But a lot of it was a combination of what's going on with the line and what's happening with the pressure. So yeah, they definitely need to play better, but I think they got to scheme around it too. They know Khalil Mack's coming, so it shouldn't be a surprise when he gets taken down when he in a Fetty can't handle him. So they're gonna have to do something about that, knowing that this is coming. So, but yeah, I'm hopeful. Yeah. I'm hopeful that we'll be better this time, and it's gonna be with some other guys because some of the injuries are mounting and piling up. But we'll see. We'll see what happens.
Yeah,
but
a lot of opportunity now for these young guys.
Yeah, definitely. Well, thanks for the call, man. Appreciate it, Cody. Always good observations.
All right, thanks for having me.
All right, take it easy. Go Hawks. I should mention that, as I have written down over on the screen over here, that I am doing another viewing party at Emerald Downs. I'll be doing them all season long. So if you guys are in the area, please come on down and join me for the game. We got prizes. We gave away a couple TVs and a couple of Seahawks tickets. I don't know if I have tickets this time, but we'll definitely have TVs. So come down and join the fun. It's a fun place to watch the game and get to hang out with me for a little bit. So it's pretty awesome. Let's see. Let's take to the lines again. But first, I want to try to shout out some people in the chat. Let's see who we got. We got Philly Flyby, an Eagles fan in the house. Shark Attack, 49ers fan. Sorry about your loss as well. R.O. currently making his recap. Wants to include Seattle's misery. Well, don't forget to bring your own, because I know there are a lot of heartbroken 49ers fans when Jimmy G threw a game-losing interception. Sorry about that. But that's how it goes. Juanita, what's up? Yeah, let's take to another call up here. Sportsman 34567, what's up? Let's go to. I gotta take this one. I gotta take this from my buddy Gangrene David over from New York City. What's going on, Gangrene?
Jets, Jets. What a phenomenal win we had on Monday night. I'm so sorry about your Seahawks, though. That was a rough break.
Yeah, it was. But I must compliment you on the victory. You guys did look very darn good. And Sam Darnold, considering the rough start he had by throwing a pick six on his very first play of the game, which I'm sure Jets fans were just like, oh, my God. And then he comes back and plays tremendously.
If you thought that we were going to lose faith after that pick six in Darnold, wasn't happening. I was watching that, and I was expecting my phone to blow up. And I'm like, okay, all right, still got a lot of football to play. And what did he do? He went out there, threw 15 of 18, 200 yards, and 2 touchdowns, one including a 41-yard bomb to an undrafted free agent in Robbie Anderson, who is destined to have a 1,000-yard season this year. So a 48-point blowout against the Lions. Listen, I don't care what anyone says, whether or not that, it was a one game. Like, I don't care, dude. I'm an excited Jet fan. I know I got to be poised. It's a long season ahead of us. I can't assume anything special. But I do love the start we had. We pulled off a lot of great things, especially on offense. The 3 tight end formation Jeremy Bates enacted was a smart way to protect our rookie quarterbacks and provide the efficient and help with the efficient run game that we had, which is what helped Bilal Powell get these yards, which helped Isaiah Crowell, free agent signing from the Browns, get 12 carries for 102 yards and 2 touchdowns. Phenomenal run game. And even on defense, too, we baited the Lions' offense, which is a concern for me. We baited the Lions' offense into thinking we were playing man, we were playing zone coverage, which resulted in a lot of the turnovers that we enacted. And personally, that Lions' offense was actually a fair concern for me going into this game. But the way our defense looked, 5 interceptions, could not have been any more happier, especially one from a linebacker, Darren Lee, which has been receiving a lot of criticism. He went out there and proved all the haters wrong. He had 2 picks. I think he had 2 tackles for a loss behind the line, and I think he even had a pass breakup too, which almost resulted in a 3rd. So it's an exciting time now for the Jets, and we're now going into a divisional game at home against the Miami Dolphins, where it's going to be a sold-out MetLife Stadium. I cannot wait. I'm going to be at that game, so I'm really excited for that. And not to mention the fact that, it's a good start right now. So I can't wait for us to rough up the Miami Dolphins. I cannot wait.
Well, again, congratulations. There's no better feeling than starting off the season 1-0, because at this point, there's only half the teams are 1-0 and everybody else has not won a game. So you are one of the few, or I should say one of the half of the undefeated teams so far. So congratulations. I know how much this offseason has meant to you with the whole quarterback stress of who was it going to be. I remember for a long time you wanted to get Kirk Cousins, and he was going to be the savior. You didn't get Kirk Cousins, and then the whole draft
it was
thing.
A smart move in the long run.
So in the end, I got to assume that you're very happy with the way things turned out with the quarterback that you got. Yeah, you got to be pretty happy.
I am.
With this offseason.
I am. And, for a rookie quarterback like Sam Darnold, I'm not expecting him. I know he was the number 3 overall pick, but I'm not expecting rookie of the year or 4,000 yards or Brady-like numbers. All I want him to do is grow as a young quarterback through in-game experience. That's all what I want him to do.
Yeah. No, it's a very impressive start. And now I'm curious now, because I haven't really gotten the chance to watch all of all the games. But so the way so far, one glance at the AFC East, how's it looking right now? Obviously, you feel pretty good about your Jets. Buffalo not looking so good, but you got the Patriots and you got the Dolphins. How do you feel where things are settling right now? Where do you guys fit in the mix right now?
Well, right now, obviously, we're in a 3-way tie with the Miami Dolphins, which we have at home. And, according to reports, that stadium's going to be sold out. And I expect us to get loud and, send the Miami Dolphins back to the Atlantic Ocean where they belong. Regards to the Patriots, the Patriots, they're always the Patriots. Tom Brady, of course, is looking great even at 41. But I'm not going to really sort of focus on them until later in the year, because that's when we play them. We actually play them on Thanksgiving weekend on Sunday at home, and then we play them in the last game of the year. But I'm taking it one step at a time. The Buffalo Bills, that quarterback's just an absolute – that quarterback was a train wreck, man. In my prediction video, I actually have a sweeping them, dude, especially with now they're starting Josh Allen, who I think is a quarterback who is really just going to get his confidence killed against a very resilient San Diego Chargers defense in Melvin Ingram and Joey Bosa. They have a lot of guys on defense that you can count on for the Chargers. So
Yep.
I think we are going to see the battle of rookie quarterbacks between Josh Allen and Sam Darnold, and I'm expecting Sam Darnold to win that battle. But I have it sweeping the Bills, especially after that Week 1 awful game that they had. It was terrible. Yep. It was terrible. So, as of now, it's one game into the year. You know, obviously, I'm a very excited fan. As long as the rest of the fan base, we have a lot of excitement going into our divisional rival matchup against the Miami Dolphins at home, which is our home opener, and I'm very excited. But you know, I'm not saying anything like, "Oh, we're going to win the division," or playoffs even is too early for me to consider because it's a long season.
Yeah, don't be like those 49er fans who all got high on Jimmy Garoppolo and started thinking after last season, "Oh, we won all those games." All of a sudden, we found our savior. Let's just wrap that Lombardi up and start polishing off the trophy case already because we got Jimmy G. I think that was a nice little wake-up call that not all is what they seem, especially when you're the man. There's a big difference when you're the backup sliding in a no-pressure situation. When you're now the man, you're paid like the man, and you got to deliver like the man, sometimes it don't work out so good. Right, 49ers fans?
Well, no, I mean, obviously, the 49er fans are going to have their expectations for Garoppolo. But Jet fans' expectations for Sam Darnold is we want him to grow through in-game experience because then come by 2019, we're actually going to have a lot of money again. Thank you, Mike McCagnon, for that. And we still have our draft picks to put Sam Darnold in a win-now situation. So right now, this is year 2 of a 3-year rebuild. You know, obviously, we're starting the season off on a positive note, a great note, as a matter of fact, and we're a lot more excited. And all I want to do is just see him continue growing. You know, if he's going to have those in-game bumps, where he throws a couple of interceptions, it is what it is. He's a rookie quarterback. He's trying to grow, and he's trying to gain chemistry with his offensive playmakers. That's the point of growing as a rookie quarterback. Everyone did it. Carson Wentz did it. Russell Wilson did it. Jared Goff did it. All these, Marcus Mariota did it. Even Jameis Winston did it. Every one of these, even Deshaun Watson's doing it now. The whole point of this season is to grow a rookie quarterback and to continue evaluating talent and putting pieces to the puzzle.
Right.
That's all what it is.
And Jared Goff, he took more than a year to finally develop. That first season, he was trash. And then after they got rid of the coach and got a new coach in there last year, he was like a whole different quarterback. So, you never know how long it's going to take some of these guys to get it going on. But Sam Darnold, off to a quick start for sure, man.
I know I got to ask you a question about your Seahawks, though, because this is about the Seahawks, and I'm pretty sure no one cares about the – I'm pretty sure, according to the comments, no one cares about the Jets right now. I know Doug Baldwin, your number 1 receiver, who is ranked very high up in the fantasy rankings. I believe he has a partial MCL tear and is out for a few weeks. Is that correct?
I'm still waiting to hear the official diagnosis of how long he's going to be gone for. I don't know if it was a tear or a sprain, but something with the MCL. But yes, he's going to be out for a few weeks, regardless of what they say. I don't know if we're talking 8 weeks or 4, but we're going to be without him for a while.
Well, my question to you is, with Doug Baldwin now out of the picture, how confident are you in Tyler Lockett, Brandon Marshall, and that rookie tight end you guys have? I forgot his name. He was the first rookie tight end. What's his name?
Will Dissly.
Will Dissly, yes.
Will Dissly, yeah.
Are you confident in those 3 guys with Baldwin now out of the picture to continue leading the charge for the Seahawks offense?
Well, I'm going to have to be, because I'm certainly not going to give up just because he's not in there. But, to be real, Doug Baldwin has been solid. He was one of those guys that you kind of count on to be there to kind of carry the torch as a veteran who is a great receiver, great hands, runs great routes, and now he's just not going to be there. I mean, that's a tough one. That's a tough loss for us. And, Brandon Marshall, one thing I'm very happy about was your former Jet, player, who is now Brandon Marshall on our team, I thought he did pretty well. And, there was a lot of speculation like, he's washed up, he's not going to be able to do anything. And what I saw of him, he looked pretty good. So I think he's just, again, that big target in the red zone. I think that's what they'll continue to use him as, and maybe even more, because he was able to do and go up and get some balls that I didn't see coming. But, Jerron Brown's got to step up. And Tyler Lockett's going to have to step up, and tight ends are going to have to step up. I think we can get it done, but, it's going to take it's above all else, we got to commit to the running game. We keep saying it over and over again, but we have to commit to the running game. We do that with a running back who's clearly getting it done. We just got to keep giving it to him, and I think it will make the job. Chris Carson, man, he's been lighting up since start of the preseason, and he hasn't let up. So I think he just keeps doing that. Then it will open up for everybody else. They just got to tweak their game plan and just kind of know that they got to make a commitment. I want that commitment, Pete. Commit to the run, doggone it. And good things are gonna happen, man. I'm telling you, they just got to do it. But
I know
it is what it is. We got who we got, so we're gonna have to make it work with who we have. So that's all I can tell you. To be honest, though, I'm less concerned about my offense. I'm very concerned about my defense.
Though.
The defense is looking very porous. We got no pass rush. We got a lot of young guys out there, and they're making a lot of mistakes right now because they're young. They're rookies out there. And so I just think this is one of those years where you go, you know what? Our defense is going to stink half the time, and so our offense is going to have to score hell of a lot more points. 13-7 ain't going to cut it.
I think this is this is a game where now you're going to have to rely more on the offense in this season. So, you guys still have some offensive playmakers, but big losses on defense. Just be glad that Earl Thomas ended that holdout, and he's back where he belongs.
Yeah, I knew he'd come back. He didn't have any leverage, and the reality is Seattle wasn't going to take any lesser deal and just give him up for good reason, because he went out there with no practice, and look what he does. Gets almost a pick six on one of the first defensive at times in the game. And so he's great. But the reality is you can hold out, but then once you get to the actual games where it starts costing you six figures per game, you start to think twice about that holdout. You know what I mean? That's kind of a lot to give up. So I kind of knew that once it got to that, he was going to eventually come. I just wasn't sure if he'd hold out one game or two, but I think he saw the writing on the wall. But so far, he's doing okay. So, it's good to have him back for sure. I don't know about this. I keep seeing people talking about Cam Chancellor and some kind of cryptic message. I obviously have missed it today. But something about Cam almost hinting like he might come back. I mean, technically he could, because he hasn't officially retired. I just don't think he's in any kind of football shape whatsoever. So I don't know what people are talking about, but I'll have to do some research on that unless somebody knows a little bit more about that. But anyway, we'll see what happens. But hey, dude, I'm going to try to get some other callers here, but thanks for calling in, sharing all your green and white
no problem, Norb.
Oozing your Jets all over the place. But I congratulations. It's a good win, and I wish you luck the rest of the season. Hope you guys can hold it up and beat those damn Patriots.
Thank you, Norb.
Bury the Patriots when you play.
Thank you, Norb. Best of luck. Best of luck to the Hawks. And I'm gonna head out of here with my JETS Jets chant. Good best of luck to your Hawks on Monday night against the Bears. I'll be watching real close. But as for my Jets, we're gonna squish the fish, and we're gonna squish the fish, and we're gonna send them back to the Atlantic Ocean where they belong. Sam Darnold's gonna light up that defense. Let's go, Jets! JETS, Jets! Let's go!
All right, man. Talk to you later.
Take care.
All right, that's Gangrene David. You can follow him on Gangrene David. Yeah, that guy's funny. But, when you've been so bad for so long, you get a little taste of that kind of victory. You got to expect a little, a little celebration, a little early celebration like that and to go crazy. I don't blame the guy. All right, let's keep this moving along, shall we? I'm going to talk to... let's go over to California, to DJ and Cali. Missed it last time. Here we go. What's up, man? How's it going? Hello? DJ. You tell me you didn't pick up the phone. All right, you missed it. Try to get back to you in a second. Let's go to, let's see. All right, across the border to Anish over in Canada. Anish, what's up, man?
Hey, Norb, how you doing, buddy?
Not too bad. I was a little bummed out, but at the same time, I thought we played in some ways better than I expected, given playing in Mile High and everything like that. But still disappointed in the loss. But I'm doing all right. How about you?
I'm doing good. Tough loss, obviously, but hey, there was some positives. I know we were looking at some of the negative aspects of the game. Having 2 picks. Obviously with McDougal, the 2 picks. That was a positive. Obviously, Earl, getting his pick, obviously. Defense looked good at times, and the offense, it's one of those things where I don't know what the offensive line's going to look like still. We're still kind of 1 game in, but that throw Russell made, that ball he threw to Lockett was just incredible. Just wide open. Losing that game, obviously, by like a field goal or whatever it was, it's tough. But at the end of the day, we got to move on to Chicago. Correct mistakes, beat Chicago this Monday. Can't go down 0-2. I got to treat this as a must-win situation because don't want to be going 0-2. Getting down 0-2 in this. Especially this year, it's going to be really tough.
I agree.
So we got to do what we can to beat Chicago. You know what I mean? And then we play Dallas, which I'll see you at the home opener, I'm sure. I'll have to find you.
Yes.
And
Dallas
me
is
you, and Sam Dog.
Hopefully we'll be 1-1 going into that Dallas game, and then we can really get onto the winning side for sure. So, but yeah, it was. We haven't talked too much about Chicago. What's your concern going into the Chicago Bears? Obviously, the Khalil Mack thing is a big one on the radar, but what's your thought? What's it going to take to beat the Bears this coming Monday night?
Well, you know what? Their defense, it was a top 10 defense last year. With Mack, it's probably a top 5 defense. You can make the argument. You saw it on Sunday night, what kind of a difference maker that guy is. He absolutely just, a touchdown, and, it was a forced fumble, I think, as well. I know he intercepted a ball. He intercepted and got a touchdown, but he's a difference maker on that team, and it's going to take a lot, obviously, to beat Chicago, put up points. I want you to put up points because their offense, I'm still not sure. I mean, Trubisky did a few things there. He put some points up, but in the second half, he kind of just disappeared, right? So, they got some good pieces. So it's not going to be an easy game. I think the line is 3.5 points. I think Chicago's favored. I don't really.
3.5.
We don't really.
I'm surprised it's only 3.5 because the home team usually gets 3, so that's really only giving them a half-point advantage, which is a little bit of a surprise to me actually. But maybe
I think we'll win. I honestly think I'm very confident. Yeah, I'm confident. I think we'll win. I'm very confident we'll win this game. I think. I don't know if I told you. I mean, call me crazy. I know a lot of people think I'm crazy, but I did say 10-6 this season with an NFC wildcard berth. So
as did I. I said 10-6 as well in my prediction video.
That's right.
You guys haven't seen it, so I'm with you there. Maybe I don't know if we probably didn't agree completely on the same games, but 10-6. Tough schedule. We're gonna have to scrape out a lot of wins here against some pretty tough teams. But I think
didn't like the way the NFL did it.
Bears. What's that?
Yeah, I didn't like the way the schedule drawn out. We got to start 2 games right off the bat on the road, 1 at home and then another on the road. Most of our home games are late in the year, like November and December, it looks like. So also from the schedule, I'm not sure why the schedule was drawn up the way it was. Starting 2 on the road is tough, not to make excuses, but it's not many teams have that. Don't start 2 straight on the road. We did that in 15 as well.
Yeah.
We started 2 straight on the road, so I'm not sure why that's the case, but it is what it is, right?
Yeah, it is. What it is. Not the first time. We've had other seasons where we started with 2 on the road. I think the year after the 2015, I'm going to say after Super Bowl 49, I believe we started 2 on the road.
That was 2015 season. That's when we started.
Yep, and that was rough because it didn't go so well, but
we finished 10-6 that year.
Still made the playoffs, so anything could happen.
With an 0-2 start.
Yep.
With an 0-2 start as well. So.
Yep.
But yeah, I'll see you at the Dallas game, and
bet.
you're doing the London. You're doing the London game too, right?
I'm going to London. Yes, I will actually be in London.
Same here.
So, all right, man. All right, we'll definitely meet up over there. There'll be a lot of 12s going out there to London, from what I hear. So that's gonna be a
Last second
blast.
decision, so I'm gonna do it for a few days.
Raiders that's gonna be a fun game. Watching Beast Mode run on Monday night. He's still got gas in the tank, man. Did you see that run where Beast Mode got stopped at the 5?
Yep.
He just kept turning his feet, and then it was just reminded me of back in when he was with the Seahawks. The pile just keeps getting pushed along, and he just keeps dragging 8 or 9 guys. He eventually crossed over. I really hope they were going to beat the Rams that night. I thought they might have a chance. They just couldn't.
Well, beast mode.
Yep, they just couldn't pull it together in the second half. Rams look pretty good, though, I must say. They're going to be tough.
Yeah, they look dangerous. They look really dangerous. But beast mode's beast mode. He's a future Hall of Famer, so no surprise, how he played. So
it'll be fun to go against him in England. So, all right, man. Well, thanks for the call. I'll look for you at the Cowboys game.
All right, buddy. I'll come find you.
All righty. See you later.
See you, Norb.
Go Hawks. Oh man, that was it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. Just the home opener. It's gonna be great. Dallas. It's not looking all that great right now, so I'm hoping they stay that way, and that sets up for a nice time for Seattle to smell some blood in the water. I really want to get this win next week. That sets up for that home game really nicely. So let's see here. I'm going to go to the let's try Nick over in Los Angeles. Nick, is this Nick?
Yeah.
How's it going? You're on.
It's going good. I was pretty bummed to see that Seattle lost against Denver, but I was definitely surprised by the score. I didn't think we could put up 24 against that defense.
I didn't think so either. I had them losing, with a score of 17. So when they put up 24, I thought that's enough to win. That should be enough to get a win, and it should have been enough. Just 3 points shy, apparently. But
yeah, I think a lot of the mistakes came from the defense because we have a lot of the younger players now. Since a lot of the our veterans and stuff like that, they went to different teams, or Cam Chancellor retired. I will say that the turnovers definitely killed us, and towards the end of the game where Russell had his chance to possibly win the game, dropping the ball on the snap like that definitely not good.
That was so brutal because everything, we had a minute to go, ball at the, was it 25-yard line or wherever it was, and that first play, bam, 11 yards, first down. I'm going, okay, 45 seconds, he can do this. All we got to do is get to the 35, 40-yard line. We're in field goal range. And then he drops that ball, and it's like immediately one thing after another. We lose the down, we lose the yardage, we get the penalty because they're not set when he spikes it, and all of a sudden there's 10 seconds left, and the game's over. I mean, it's just like, what happened to my comeback? It just, from one little thing, will slip through his fingers, literally slip through the fingers. Yeah, that sucked.
But I will say it. The difference from when we started against the road last year against the Packers, only scoring like 9 points compared to 24, I will say that that's a really big improvement with the offense. I was kind of excited to see Will Dissly, rookie tight end, do a lot of work on Sunday, and Chris Carson as well. The way he hurdled over that defender,
that was awesome. That was no easy hurdle. I mean, that was like he had to go up high. I mean, he didn't just kind of sort of just lightly leapfrogged him. He went up. He got some air on that one. That was impressive. So that was really good. It shows his athleticism for sure. But, I'm just telling you, man, give Carson the rock. Keep giving it to him 20, 25 times if you have to.
Yeah, he played a good game, and I'm surprised. The one thing I was worried about for this game, and I kept telling myself, I'm like, it's we're going to struggle on offense, but it was the other way around. And, all of our receivers did pretty well. I really didn't think Brandon Marshall was going to be anything of a receiver, and he actually played really well. Same thing with Lockett and Dissly. And while Baldwin's out, they're going to have to take over and, do a lot of the work during these games, however long he's out.
Yeah, for sure. But, again, I think we just got to get that running, just commit to the running game, and then those things will open up for those guys. But I think that's the key. But yeah, Chicago, I don't know. All I keep thinking about is this. There was a chat talking about the Mac attack and Khalil Mack this, Khalil Mack that, and but there are ways to neutralize that. And like I said, the run, little read option, maybe bring that back. And
my personal opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
My personal opinion, I think the way that we're actually gonna beat the Bears, where we can actually score a lot of points, just no turnovers. You can't have those turnovers. And I think I was looking at the stats at the end of the game. I think Wilson got sacked like 6 times. You got to have way better protection, especially with the Bears having Khalil Mack.
Mm-hmm.
That's the way we're going to win that game. We got to protect Russell and no turnovers.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. And we got sports brothers in the house. You're not talking about the Bears because you know the Bears are going to destroy the Seahawks 34-17. Yeah.
No.
I don't think so.
No.
I don't think so. I think it'll be close, though. I think it's going to be a close game. But
Oh, yeah, definitely. I mean, we're not set up to be like, I don't really think we're set up yet to be destroying teams, but it'll definitely be competitive.
Yeah. Yeah, no, we're not going to be destroying teams. I think it's going to always be back and forth. Our offense is going to be having to keep dragging our team score ahead of the defensive points we keep giving up, I think is what I see.
Yeah.
I said this a number of times during the game against the Broncos. I think we're going to have to score at least 21. And I said at the time 14 points. I think it's more like 17 points a game in order to win. We got to score at least 17. I don't think we're going to be winning a bunch of low-scoring affairs, not like back in the day when we were the number 1 scoring defense. So offense got to get it going. Chris Carson got to get it going. Got to get him some 100-yard games, baby. So and I think a lot of things can change.
Plus, I mean that Bears offense really isn't like that anything either. It's just their defense, really.
Yeah.
I don't really see like a bunch of talent in Trubisky. Like, he played a decent game against the Packers, but giving up that 20-0 lead is pretty bad.
Yeah, exactly. I know Aaron Rodgers and all that, but the other team has something to do with that. You know what I'm saying? So
of course,
Procaccini Productions says the Eagles are better in the chat. Well, Eagles looking pretty good, I must say. The NFC is just going to be tough in general. We got a lot of the tough teams coming in here. We got to play the Vikings, the Panthers,
the Rams.
That's not going to be a lot of fun. But who knows?
No.
We might be finding our stride here. I said we need at least the first 2 games to really see what kind of team we got. I think we'll know after this game what kind of team we have.
Right.
And I hope we have a nice 1-1 team with a little bit more balance. So we shall see. But, hey, man, thanks for the call. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
We'll get this thing. Go ahead.
Sorry. I just wanted to say your 2018 prediction video had me laughing. It was great, man.
Thank you. I had a lot of fun working on that.
Yeah, it entertains me every year.
Well, thanks. Thank you for the props, man. And we'll see. 10-6. It's possible. It's possible.
It is possible. Very possible.
So, all right. Well, thanks, man. Appreciate your call.
Yeah, no problem. Go Hawks.
All right. Let's go to a number that I don't recognize here. Let's go to the 717. I don't know who this is, but let's find out. 717. Who's this and where are you calling from?
Oh, I'm Jake, and I'm calling from Lancaster, Pennsylvania. I'm a huge Philadelphia Eagles fan, and I've watched your channel for like a couple years now.
Okay. Is this your first time calling in?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, welcome to the show. Congratulations on the Super Bowl and your first win of the year. Looking pretty good. Narrowly got that win over the Falcons, but yeah. So
kind of like in the playoffs.
Yep, exactly. Very much like the playoffs. It was like deja vu all over again. Yeah.
Oh yeah. I might add, I really hate the 49ers because my dad really liked the 49ers, and it sucks.
Your dad,
he keeps hyping up.
Is your dad still a fan of the 49ers?
Yeah, he's still a fan of the 49ers. He's stuck through all the tough years, so he's not like a bandwagon or anything, but he's still a fan. He's been a fan since like the 70s or 80s.
Now, were you born and raised in Pennsylvania?
Yeah, I was.
Okay,
he lived out in California, then he moved here.
Okay, that makes sense. So he grew up in that area.
Yeah.
kept his team with him, and
My
then you
mom's
became a
side-
Pennsylvania Eagles fan.
Yeah, my mom's side likes the Eagles though, so that's why I became an Eagles fan.
I gotcha. Okay. All right.
But yeah, anyways, how do you think the Seahawks are going to do Monday night versus the Bears?
Well, I predicted that we'd get a win, and so I'm going to stick with that prediction. It's not going to be an easy win. I don't think Seattle's going to have any easy wins this year, but I think we can. I think we can do it. And I'm sound like a broken record at this point, but just we got to run the ball. Run the ball. Pete Carroll says our identity is run the ball and play great defense. Well, we're not playing great defense, but at least we can run the ball. And I think if we do that, 20 carries to Chris Carson, and then mix up with a little bit of Russell running the ball, then some pass in there, then I think things will work out pretty well. But that's kind of what our formula was back when Russell was first taken off, and when we got to those our playoff run. And I still think we can do that. So I hope they commit to that, and not just try to hurl the rock everywhere, because it's too much pressure on the line to try to protect for him. And that's just a bad news, and it's the way to neutralize the entire, just that a guy like Khalil Mack. That's the best way to keep him in check, is to keep him guessing, because once they can pin their ears back and just rush, that's the thing. Real quick, so
you got that.
Procaccini Productions is asking about calling in. So, like your Eagles fan here who's on the line, just call the number on the bottom and then type in the code, and you'll be put in the queue. I'll try to put you on. So. Anyway, go ahead. What you were saying, man?
Yeah, you got that top 5 elite quarterback like Wilson, who's going to go out there and make plays each week. So you can beat a lot of teams with a guy like that. I mean, he's beaten teams by himself before. I mean, he was like 90% of your offense last season, and I think he'll be around that same percentage this year. So.
Yeah. Well, he can't do it all himself. And again, I think we just run the ball,
Yeah.
and that's going to allow him to do more things instead of trying to do everything
Yeah,
himself.
absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, you look at the teams last year who could run the ball well, like Minnesota, the Eagles, the Rams, the Saints.
Yeah.
Like, they were able to take a lot of pressure off their quarterback, and their quarterbacks are playing really well. I mean, for God's sake, Case Keenum looked great last season.
Yeah. Yep. And he, had a good running game against us with the Broncos. They kind of stuck with it too and kept running that ball with their rookie running back who looked really good. So I just want to keep doing the same thing. If other teams can do it to us, we could do it to them. You just got to stick with it. But the Eagles. I heard Carson Wentz is going to be out again for at least another game. But they seem to be doing just fine with good old Nick Foles at the helm.
Yeah. Yeah, it's weird with Wentz. Like, I hear that like he'll be cleared on Friday, and then I'll hear like 5 seconds later that he won't be cleared till like week 9. And it's like I really don't have a timeline on when he'll be back, but I mean, we're still finding a way to win with Foles. I mean, Foles with the Eagles has only lost like 4 or 5 times. So
yeah,
I mean,
Foles' story.
Even when he struggled, he still, won the game. Like, say, Oakland last year. I mean, the Falcons, both times, honestly. I mean, even in the first game, he was still struggling in that game a little bit.
Yeah. But, I mean, Foles won you guys the Super Bowl, and, he's still in there doing his job, knowing that Carson Wentz, it's his team, but, he's doing...
Yeah,
he's doing the right thing, and whatever happens to him next after this season, I guess, will be a big question. But for now, you guys look pretty dangerous. I'm glad we're not playing you guys this year. I guess if we do face you guys, that's a good thing. That means we have to be in the playoffs. So I hope we do get to face you at some point. So we'll.
That'd be awesome. I mean, I hate how you guys have owned us over the years, but I think Seahawks-Eagles playoff game would be really entertaining.
It would be fun.
Wilson versus Wentz.
We were one of the few teams to beat you last year, if you recall. You guys went 13-3, didn't you?
Yep. We went 13-3, and I mean, you were one of only 2 teams to beat us when it really mattered.
Yeah.
I mean, the other one was the Chiefs, and then the Cowboys beat us with when we were resting guys.
Yeah,
so.
Exactly. So
I mean, you came out to play that night, and we played terrible. I mean, Wentz had one of his worst games of the year, and Wilson did his thing. The defense did their thing, even with all those guys out. I mean, credit to you guys. I mean, I thought we were going to go in there and win. I didn't think we were going to win in a blowout, but, I was wrong. But
it was a great game.
I mean,
that was a really good game. And you guys almost came back, but then Wentz on the quarterback draw or sneak, fumbling at the end zone, pretty much was the turning point.
Oh, that killed us. That killed us.
But hey, that's all old news. You guys won the Super Bowl. We didn't go to the playoffs, so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
So we'll see what happens. I hope we meet up again this year. That would be a lot of fun.
Yep.
So, all right, man. Well, thanks for the call. Feel free to call back anytime.
One more thing.
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
I don't mean to be pushy here, but I kind of have my own channel. I have about 200 subscribers. If you could, I'd really appreciate if you would subscribe. My name is Jake Reynolds. It's just my name. Rannels.
Rannels. All right. We'll look it up. Jake Reynolds. Right?
All right.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. Go check it
Thanks,
out.
man.
All right. Thanks, Jake. All righty. Lots of people here. Let's see. Oh, we got 49er action in the house. RO has been talking lots of smack in the chat and in the comments. I got to get him on here. 49er representation right here. Yo, Rohan, what's going on?
Wait, this thing says I'm muted.
No, I can hear you.
Okay, I'm actually.
You're on. You're on.
Hey.
So we finally meet. We finally meet in person.
It's been a while. It's been a while.
It has been a while. So, talk to me. How's everything down in the Bay Area with your 49ers, man? Rough start.
Predictable. I said they were going to lose 13-24 in my prediction video. They lost basically the same scores I predicted.
Okay.
Although you guys, you weren't too far off your prediction either, looks like.
I did. Actually, they surpassed my prediction because I only gave us 17 and we scored 24. So, we actually did a little bit better than I expected. But
oh, yeah. And who's that McDougal? What was his name? Yeah, he had himself a day.
Oh, yeah. 2 interceptions. Yeah, he did. Thomas got 1. McDougal got 2. Really, to be honest with you, if we didn't get those interceptions, that game would have been a lot uglier. But turnovers make all the difference. So, and we had our share as well. So it kind of evened out. We had some sloppiness. They had some sloppiness, but we had more sloppiness than they did, and we couldn't kick a freaking field goal. So,
So right now I'm halfway done recording my Week 1 recap video.
Okay. Well,
so I've recorded my part talking about the Niners game.
All right.
I've recorded my part talking about the Seahawks game as well.
All right. Well, talk to me here since you're on. We're not watching your video right now. We're talking mano a mano right here. So tell me, what's your feeling? I never really knew how you felt about Garoppolo going into this season. Are you one of those guys who was all in on Garoppolo? Do you still feel all in? Was this just a bad game? What has changed after this Week 1 loss?
As far as I'm concerned, nothing. I knew it was going to come. It's either going to be the Chiefs or the Vikings. One of them was going to beat Garoppolo. Turns out it was the Vikings.
Okay.
Well, I didn't have very high expectations for him. Even when he came in, I was genuinely surprised that he won any of those games, those 5 games last year. But I was pretty happy. Although I was very surprised when he got that extension. I was expecting something a little less, but not $27.5 million a year.
Yeah. I was surprised too. But so what you're telling me is you weren't one of those we're just swooning and just all in love and gaga goo goo over him like a lot of 49er fans were. You're a little more skeptical, a little more cautious.
Yeah, my dad, after the Jacksonville game, my dad was telling me, hey, if we had Garoppolo when the season began, we would be in the playoffs right now. We would have won the division. So, yeah, maybe. I don't know if that's true.
Yeah.
And I definitely don't know if it's true considering the Rams, the LA Lambs.
Well, in that, we both have a common enemy. So tell me, what's your take on where do you see the 49ers finishing? What's their record going to be? And what's the where do you guys finish in the NFC? How do you see the NFC West stacking up at the end of the day, at the end of the season?
Oh man, too early to predict. never actually predict these things, especially you can't predict injuries. But I would probably say Rams win the division, obviously. Niners, Seahawks. Like, one of them's going to finish with either 9 or 10 wins. The other's going to finish with, like, 8 wins.
Yeah, so which one do you got?
I'm going to just be optimistic and say the Niners. And the Cardinals, all their players will probably be injured by the end of this month.
Oh, we know that quarterback's going to be injured. It's just he's just a ticking time bomb before his knee, ankle, wrist, something's going to explode. There's just like a bomb hidden in his bones somewhere. It's just, ah, my knee, going down. So that's just a matter of time down there. But yeah, I'm with you. So you're predicting then 49ers would go 10-6. Seahawks go something like 9-7 or 8-8.
9-7 wouldn't surprise me either.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, seems like you have pretty realistic expectations. But
yeah, I also got some comments. I also got something to say about your game this week. You're playing the Bears, right?
We are playing the Bears. Yes. What do you think?
Yeah. Like the Bears' defense seems pretty tough, but I'll tell you this: you've seen this scheme before. Like, you've seen the way they play before. Right here, 30 minutes north of where I live in San Francisco.
Mm-hmm.
Like the defensive coordinator for the Bears right now was the defensive coordinator for the Niners during the Jim Harbaugh era. So, like, the dude loves to have good linebackers. I'll say that.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Vic Fangio, I mean, he's coached the Dome Patrol. He coached the Niners when they had Willis, Bowman, Brooks, and Smith. Now he's got a good linebacking core there. But I'll say this: you guys should have a better. You guys should be better at running the ball now. You guys. I don't know who's starting, Penny or Carson, whichever one.
Oh, it's gonna be Carson.
Will have 100 yards rushing, but I think they should be pretty close to having 100 yards rushing.
All right. I would like to see that. I think they have committed. They were splitting time between Penny and Carson, but it's going to be Carson. The coach admitted as such, and it's obvious. Plus, Penny, I think he lost a little something when he got knocked out of the preseason early with the injury, so he doesn't look quite.
All right, was it like a finger injury or something?
Yeah, busted finger. He had to get some surgery or something like that, so he just wasn't quite in tip top. So Carson has looked solid from the get go. So yeah, I'm feeling pretty good about that. So as long as he can stay healthy, I think we'll be in good shape. I think our line is a better running line than it is pass blocking. So I feel like that's more of our strength. They should stick with that. So we'll see.
Although you guys did not have a very good showing with your O-line on Sunday.
It's because we didn't run the ball enough. I mean, we only ran the ball like 14 times, and Carson only got 7 of those.
It's still on the coach. It's going to be on the coaches for having Mr. Illegal Everything go one-on-one against Von Miller of all people.
And that's a concern. If I don't know which side Khalil Mack lines up on, but if he lines up on a Fetty and they don't give him some help over there, that's just freaking quarterback drop back suicide. So,
like, the other guy's pretty good too that the Bears have.
True.
Like, the other guy reminds me of Aldon Smith, so you know where that's going to go.
Yep, he was pretty good for you guys until he got himself into too many off-field issues.
Yeah.
But, well, I guess we'll see. Who do you guys got this weekend?
We got Detroit at home. So,
you guys.
So I would be genuinely surprised if this is a close game. I'll say that.
Well, I would think if you guys don't beat Detroit, look like crap. So, I mean, unless they suddenly turn it around, you guys should win that game at home.
The Jets are saying that they knew the hand signals. Now the Lions head coach is going to face the guy who is practicing against his defense for 4 years. Jimmy Garoppolo. So
yeah. Well, just line up and play. Enough of the excuses, right?
Yeah.
And there's a 49er fan that I know who might have an opinion on that.
What's up, Arlo? We're gonna get ours this week, right?
That time that I actually had a talk with Cristofomo.
Yeah. I'm wearing the wrong clothes right now, but yeah. Jimmy Garoppolo all the way.
Oh.
Forget about the first game. That was nothing. We're gonna take it.
Yeah, that was
Lombardi or bust.
We'll see, man. We'll see. I hope we get Lombardi.
You like to do a lot of trash talking in the comments, I see. Good job.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All right.
Making
well, have fun. Good
use
luck.
Of my time to talk with Seahawks fans, since there are none where I live.
What a surprise. I gotta go. See you later.
All right.
Sure. See you, Mo.
Anyway.
Norb.
Yeah. All right. Well, good luck, sort of, this weekend. I mean, I expect you guys to win, but it wouldn't break my heart if you guys lost. That's the
same thing. I can say the same thing to you guys.
You know how it is. You know how it is. So, all right. Well, it was good chatting with you. Good to hear your honest prediction of what's to come. I'm surprised.
Yeah, man. It really sucks that we have to wait till week 13 or 14 for us to actually have to talk about a game where both of our teams play each other.
I know. They stacked it way in the back where they've done that before, where we don't play each other the entire year and then we play each other with 2 weeks of each other, But that reunion with Sherman when he comes to town, that's gonna be fun. That's gonna be fun drama right there.
Sherman, and you guys got burnt toast in return. You guys got Donte Johnson.
Oh, I meant to ask you about that. Wait, so I didn't really get to see your game. So how did Sherman do?
He had one fumble recovery. That's probably the only notable thing he did. Cousins didn't really throw a lot in his direction.
Okay, so he didn't really get tested.
Yeah, he didn't really. He did decently though.
So it's so too early to tell how solid he is in his return from the Achilles injury.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, and wait, tell me about Donte Johnson. So, which he's not even really. I think he's injured right now, so we're not even really utilizing him at the moment. But you're saying we got burnt toast? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, if you look at Ronbo's live streams, his rants about Johnson, he's pretty upset. He's pretty upset that he was on the team. I mean, he was basically the main reason why San Francisco's number one need heading into this offseason was a cornerback.
I see. Okay, well, we'll see how it goes. Right now, he's not even an option, so I guess I'll worry about him if and when the time comes to actually be on the field. But we'll keep an eye out on that. All right, well, good luck again, sort of, this weekend, and we'll talk soon.
Yep.
All right.
Okay.
Later. Go Hawks. Had to get that in there. Okay, let's see. Where are we here? Man, you guys are lighting it up tonight. There's so many people on the line. I'm trying to get the new numbers for people who haven't called in before. So I'm going to turn to the, let's go to the 217. Where's this? Who's this? Where are you calling from?
Hey, this is Zane Ridgway. I'm calling from Springfield, Illinois.
Oh, from Springfield. And what did you say your name was?
Zane.
Zane. Z-A-N-E?
Z-A-I-N.
Oh, Z-E-I-N from Illinois. All right, Zane, are you a Seahawks fan or are you a Bears fan?
I'm a Kansas City Chiefs fan, but I've been watching your videos for the past 4 years, and I gotta say, I've never seen a Seahawks so dedicated to his team. It's you just show a lot of passion. That's what I like about it.
Well, I appreciate that. I am passionate about the team, and luckily we've been graced with some good years of winning football the last few years. And as you know from our days back in the AFC, it wasn't always the case. And I remember a lot of losses over there in good old Kansas City, Arrowhead Stadium. So, but it's been interesting playing you guys as of recent, where we only see you every few years, but it's been pretty tough too. We've had some heartbreakers playing against you guys, but you guys are coming. You guys come to our house this time, don't we?
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah, later in the year. So Kansas City fans. So how's you guys did? You guys did pretty good, right? You guys got your first win of the year.
Yeah, against San Diego. To be honest, you know, even before we won, I know we had an 8-game streak over the Chargers, but you just gotta, you can never like hold your guard down and later be surprised, you know. But I was really happy for them to get the win. I thought Patrick Mahomes did a phenomenal job. I'm really glad that he's not what all the other Chiefs fans thought he would be. Everybody thought, you know, keep Alex Smith, and then Mahomes, he's just a kid. He still got to learn. But the way I see it, man, he's doing really good.
Yeah. You guys, you know, Chargers they're no slouch. So I mean, I think they're going to be a pretty tough team. You guys beat them by a pretty decent margin. The thing about the Chiefs, you know, and I know you know this, is that the Chiefs are just, and Andy Reid in general, seems to be notorious with, you guys play great in the regular season, you get in the playoffs, and then you guys are like one and done. You know, but what's it going to take? Are you guys,
it's no surprise.
But what's going to be different about this season? Do you guys see yourself, you know, AFC West is looking pretty competitive between, you know, Oakland almost could have gotten that win against the Rams. Chargers look good. Broncos, you know, look like they got pretty solid, especially on the defense. How do you see the AFC West playing out for you guys this year?
Fingers crossed that we take it again. Yeah, you just never know, really. From what I'm seeing from the Broncos game, because believe it or not, I was rooting for the Seahawks the whole entire time. I can't stand the Broncos as anything. But,
yeah, well, it makes sense. I mean, you know, you guys always root against your division rivals, much like us. So it makes sense that you were rooting for the Seahawks to knock the Broncos down a peg. But Broncos, they have a pretty good. That quarterback is, you know, he's carrying over from what he did last year with the Vikings, and their running game, man. Some of those rookie running backs, I forgot his name, but that one little dude, he was fast and furious out of the backfield. He was doing some damage to us.
Yeah, we gotta look really sharp whenever they come to Arrowhead or we go to Denver. But I feel really confident in this team. I always you know think try to stay positive throughout the season, especially when we get to the playoffs. That's a real tough part. And
right.
We got the Steelers to go up against, and right now we just gotta really get Big Ben down and just keep on marching.
The Steelers got to be feeling pretty crappy about themselves. I mean, you know, to tie with the Browns. Now, granted, I think the Browns will be pretty good. They're not going to go, well, they've already gone without, we know they're not going to go winless this year because they already got a tie. But
right.
They're definitely going to be improved. I mean, they've made some improvements. The question will be how good will they be, or better will they be this year. But I don't know, Pittsburgh, you know, losing that game, they should have lost that game. And then they'd really be in the hole. But I don't know. They're either going to come out looking bad, or they're going to come out ferocious, really wanting to avenge that opening tie to the Browns. But you got them coming up next, right?
Yeah.
Is that at home? Is that a home game?
Too.
Oh, you're playing in Pittsburgh.
Yeah, that's going to be.
That's a tough one.
Oh yeah.
That'll be tough. That's always tough over there. But good luck.
I forgot to mention real quick. I never mentioned this, but before he, I can't think of it. Oh, never mind. But anyway, best of luck to you and your Seahawks, and we'll see about that game later on. Hopefully we can change up things.
Yeah, well, I look forward to seeing the Chiefs in our house. I think it's December. I believe, but it's going to be fun. It'll definitely be fun. Hopefully it's meaningful and a lot on the line by that time of the year. So we'll see what happens. But good luck. Take care of the Steelers this weekend.
Good luck to you, man.
All right. Thanks for the call. Appreciate it.
We'll try.
All right. Take care. All right. That was cool. New caller from Illinois, of all places. Let's see. Going to go to another unfamiliar area code in the 307. Who's this and where are you calling from?
This is John calling from Wyoming.
John from Wyoming. Okay. Are you a Seahawks fan, or are you a fan of a local team out there?
Go Hawks.
All right, baby. There you go. So, John from Colorado. What's up? What's on your mind today?
Actually, it's Wyoming.
Oh,
And,
sorry, Wyoming. What did I say? Colorado. Wyoming. Yes, sorry, Wyoming. Yes. What's on your mind?
So I noticed something. So I was listening to your Get Rookies With It, your draft class video from last year.
Yes.
And I was thinking, man, one of the lyrics, you were talking about Delano Hill, and you said, like, you compared him to Bam Bam, and then you said, sometime if he decides to step down, this might be the guy he ends up passing the crown to.
Wow, good memory.
Next year, I kind of think you jinxed Cam.
You know, I thought about that too later because I was not expecting Cam for that step down moment to happen at least for another 2 years. And when that happened at that Arizona game where we basically lost 2 of the Legion of Boom in one game, Sherman with the Achilles and then Chancellor with the neck injury. Yeah, you're right. Well, one, good memory for remembering the lyrics for that song. And then 2, yeah, I do feel kind of bad that what I said actually happened too soon because Delano Hill hasn't really stepped up and is quite ready yet for that next step. Maybe eventually he could be, but he's not quite there yet. So things just happen a little too fast. But yeah, good point, man. I keep hearing this. I got to look it up here, but somebody said that Cam Chancellor put out a cryptic post saying that something hinting like he might be coming back or something. I don't know. I got to see what everyone's talking about, but I don't know if you've heard anything about that, but that's some interesting news I am not aware of. But anyway.
Yeah, I hadn't heard anything about that. But another thing I was thinking of, like, man, you didn't come out with a draft class video for this year.
You know, I never did. It was a little bit of a busy summer for me. I had my daughter's volleyball season went to nationals, so she had an extended season that pushed into June. And that was around the time when I normally would have gotten that video out, and it just got too crazy. So I never got to do. I had one in my head going, but I just never got around to being able to record it and shoot it. So yeah, I kind of missed the draft class video this year. So it's gonna have to go. I have to put it off till next year. So yep, I did miss it. But
yeah. Something I also noticed, you never seem to do country songs in your
you probably don't hear a lot of country, rarely any country, and you probably don't hear any rock either. I wouldn't say that's a coincidence. It's just kind of, I don't know, I'm just sort of an R&B pop kind of guy, I guess, for the most part. But, you know, I don't know. I might have to change that up. I might have to mix that up next year and, you know, just for the country and rock folks out there. My good friend Mark Collins, he's all rock and country, and I'm sure he feels very left out of the equation right now, so I might have to reconsider that. But I'll take that in consideration. I might have to expand my horizons and go a little country next year, yeah. Not that it would sound like that, but, you know. But, yeah, what do you think about the Seahawks against the Bears this coming Monday? What do you think what's going to happen?
I think the O-line's really going to need to step it up when they're running pass plays, especially with Khalil Mack with them.
Yep.
So that's kind of going to be a little sketchy with Khalil Mack there. And then if we can utilize Chris Carson, though, and get him into some open field, I feel like we can get some good plays. And if Doug Baldwin comes back, I feel like, well, I guess he is back. If Doug Baldwin's really good and healthy, I think we can utilize him if Russell Wilson's not throwing passes that he has to go one-handed with.
Unfortunately, Baldwin's going to be out for a while because he hurt that other knee, MCL or something. So, yeah, we're going to be without Baldwin for a while. They haven't said how long, but I'm expecting at least 4 weeks on the short side. So, yeah, we're going to be a little short-handed, unfortunately, sadly. But other guys got to step up. Someone's got to step up. But I agree with you on the Carson side. Yeah. If Carson keeps doing his thing and they give him the ball, 20 carries, mark my words. You give Chris Carson 20 carries, we're going to win this ball game. I'm going to put it right now. Quote me on that. Chris Carson equals 20 carries equals Seahawks win. Put it down.
I have some I have some paper right here. I'll write that down.
Oh, you took me literally. Oh, I'm telling it to everybody out there. That's what I'm saying right here. In writing. I'm in Cam Chancellor's Instagram. I'm trying to see what he was talking about in terms of this cryptic message, but I don't see anything in here. But anyway, maybe there'll be something.
I didn't really watch the Bears games, so I don't know what to expect from Trubisky.
I don't think he's all that. I don't think he's all that. It's their defense. The defense we got to be concerned about. That's we just got a game plan. Run the ball, quick hitting plays. So Russell's not under pressure. Give Russell some runs. I'm telling you, man. Just look at 2012, 2013, and just watch that tape and watch what was so great. And we can do that all over again. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but other than that, I guess just run the ball and we should be good.
I think so.
And I do want to sign off with this. For those who watch the live streams are going to get this. George Fant, illegal being on Earth.
George Fant was what?
Illegal being on Earth penalty.
Oh, you're the one who did the illegal. Okay, all right. Bring back the, for those of you who don't know what the heck we're talking about, I did the live stream of the, what game was that? Can't remember what game it was. Anyway, it was a preseason game, and I was watching from home, and I made a comment. I made a comment about Fetty. I think got called for something I thought was not a good call, and I said, "Man, they're going to call him for illegal breathing." And next thing you know, everybody in the chat was coming out with illegal everything, illegal hair, illegal this, and then you were the one who came up with the illegal being on Earth. Was that you?
Yeah, I think that was me who did that one.
That was damn funny. All right, man. Well, thanks for the call. Appreciate it. And go Hawks, baby.
Go Hawks.
All right. Let's see. Man, you guys are busy tonight. Let's see. Another unusual number here that I don't recognize. From the 630. Who's this and where are you calling from? Hello.
Hello?
Yes, you're on with NorbCam. Who's this?
This is Kyle from Chicago.
Kyle from Chicago. Are you a Seahawks fan or are you a Bear fan?
Bears.
Oh, we got a Bear fan in the house. Okay, all right. So This is good. I haven't talked to a Bear fan yet all night. So congratulations, first of all. On what am I saying? You guys lost. You guys lost to the Packers in heartbreaking fashion. So that was a tough one, I'm sure. How would it feel after that loss to the Aaron Rodgers and that comeback? Must have been excruciating to watch.
At halftime, I thought we had it, but at the end of the game, I was just in shock.
Yeah.
Like what Aaron Rodgers did.
Pretty amazing.
Yeah. And I give credit to him coming back from that injury where it looked like he was going to be gone for the whole game.
Right.
But yeah.
Green Bay got their money's worth, at least on that first game. And we'll see what.
Yeah, but I feel
back.
Yeah.
I want you to
Khalil Mack had a big game.
He did. So we all know what Khalil Mack's all about, but I want you to tell me a little bit more for those of us Seahawks fans out here who aren't that familiar with Chicago. What is the strength? What are the strengths of the Chicago Bears? What is it that we should be concerned about?
Linebacking, because we've had many Hall of Fame people come in here. We got Danny Trevathan, Roquan Smith, Leonard Floyd, Khalil Mack, who we just added. So I say the linebacking core.
Dang. Okay. So obviously you got linebackers, you got pass rushers. Are you guys pretty good on the run? You guys pretty good at stopping the run?
When I saw the game against Green Bay, they did pretty good.
How's your pass defense? How's your secondary?
I say it's our secondary. If our defensive line gets to the quarterback, our secondary is good, but we make a lot of mistakes and catching interceptions. Like at the end of the game, Kyle Fuller missed an easy interception at the end.
Oh, that could have turned the game around, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Sure, he wants that one back.
So I feel like we have to be better at like catching the ball, like as our defensive backs.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what about on the offense? Tell me about Trubisky and what. My concern is our defense is the weak part of our team right now. A lot of rookies, a lot of veterans gone, giving up a lot of yardage. What's your offense like right now? What's the strength of it? Is it more of a passing game? Is it more of a running game? What's the identity of your guys' offense?
I say it's a little bit more of rushing because you got Thunder and Lightning, Jordan Howard, Tariq Cohen. They could do anything they can or they want to. We could basically do jet sweeps with Tariq Cohen and just run straight up the gut of the defense with Jordan Howard. So I say running.
Ugh, that's scary because we saw a lot of good running against the Broncos, giving up 5 yards a pop. And that's not a good equation for winning on the road. Okay. And how's your quarterback in terms of passing efficiency? What kind of weapons does he have down the field?
He is Allen Robinson, who we targeted 4 times, I think, who had 61 yards. I feel like if they go more downfield, unlike last year where they just went like 15 yards, I feel like he could have a big year. They just go like how they did in Kansas City with Matt Nagy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. And how's your O-line?
It's okay. It's like not one of the best, but it's not one of the worst. Because you got Kyle Long, and there's this person who we developed. His name is Charles Leno Jr., who is a pretty good offensive lineman.
Okay.
And then we drafted James Daniels out of Iowa, who's going to be like a future center.
You know your players pretty well. You're a big fan. You're a big fan of the team, huh? You do fantasy?
Huh?
Do you do fantasy football?
I don't, but
surprised.
I don't do fantasy.
You sound like you'd be pretty good at it. Well, thanks for that breakdown. I'm going to take the notes I got from here, give it to Pete Carroll, and tell him what we need to do in order to beat your team. So thanks for the tips. But no, it should be a good game. What is your prediction for this Monday night game?
I think 20-24 Bears.
24-20 Bears.
Yeah.
All right, we shall see about that.
It's going to be a pretty close game.
I think it will be pretty close. I hope it's close and closer on our end. So, all right. Well, thanks for the info in the chat, Kyle. Appreciate it, and we'll see what happens on Monday.
Okay. Thank you.
All right. Take care. All right. That was a good call. He was knowledgeable. I like that. I always appreciate when people call in and they know something about football. I always love that. So let's go to the 714. Who's this?
Hey, NorbCam, it's me, Jeremy.
Jeremy
Goebel from.
Yeah. From where? Where are you calling from?
I'm from California, Southern California.
Okay, remind me, are you a Hawks fan?
Nope, I'm a Niners fan from Southern California.
Okay, all right. So we had a 49ers fan earlier today, so I'm not going to go into the heavy details since we did it a little bit, but I just wanted to get your take on how does it feel coming off the loss in that first game?
I was pretty bummed and disappointed, but I was like, oh no, and then like that. But I do have a YouTube channel.
Yeah. Okay.
I do have a YouTube channel, but I did subscribe you and hit that bell.
Thank you.
But I did do my videos, but I'm kind of a little bit struggling.
Oh. Okay. What, struggling putting your videos together?
Yeah, and editing. And because I want to find someone to help me, but I don't know if you can help me, but yeah.
Well, not much I can do at the moment right here, but, just got to, if you want to get into the editing side of things, you just got to get some software to help get things going along. I recommend Adobe Premiere.
Yeah.
That's my editing system of choice. But yeah, man, you just got to do it and just kind of play around with it. Practice makes perfect. I started out as a kid, elementary school. I had nothing. I had one VHS camera with a heavy ass pack and a camera, and I couldn't even edit at the time. I had to edit everything inside the camera, and then I would dub music onto it. Eventually got 2 decks, and then years later, the computer came along and revolutionized everything, and it was great. But I came from old school tape to tape, where it was a major pain in the rump. So
oh wow,
there's a lot of great apps out there for editing, but Adobe Premiere, Adobe, you should give me some money for recommending you. But Adobe Premiere is a great one to look into if you want to get serious about video editing.
I need to tell you something. I
What was
heard
that?
rumors about. Do you ever like hockey? I need to tell you something about rumors. NHL might get an expansion team in Seattle
Expansion team?
from NHL hockey.
Oh yeah. No, we're building a arena right now in hopes of getting a NHL team out here and eventually, hopefully, an NBA team. But
there's a
Nothing set.
rumor. Calgary Flames or the Phoenix Coyotes might relocate to Houston. Just one team might have to relocate.
Yeah. So you're saying one of the NHL teams might be relocated. Yeah, I'm not sure. I haven't kept really close. I'm not a big NHL fan, so I'm not really close on that. But
I'm a baseball guy, but I'm an Angels fan.
oh, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm more than a California guy, but what do you think about my prediction for the football might be 11-5 or 10-6? I don't know about that.
11-5, 10-6 for who? Us, the Seahawks?
For the Niners. The Niners.
Oh, okay.
And you might be 9-7, but I did saw your video like a couple times.
In my prediction video?
Yeah.
Yeah, I had us going 10-6. Which
Yeah,
means you
and
guys
the
would be
one
like,
for song says, "Well, I must warn you," like that.
Oh yeah. That's the one that starts out with "Dwells, I must warn you."
And who's this guy that you edited by yourself, CGI yourself, who says, I forgot his name. Like, he was wearing Niners and
Crisostomo? This guy?
Yeah, that's him.
That's me.
Yes.
That's right.
Yeah.
I'm back.
Hey. Hey, can I join you next time so I can just like see if NorbCam did reaction?
I'm not sure what you mean. Reactions on game reactions?
To Norb. Yeah, like no, yeah, like can I join him so we can do the prediction video together?
I'll tell you what, you watch a game on Facebook, and there's a way to actually put a Facebook, you can actually join a person like live on camera on a Facebook reaction. I actually messed around with that last time, so
okay.
maybe we can do something like that. So, yeah.
And who's Philadelphia? Like, Philadelphia?
Philadelphia. She's a big Eagles fan down there in California. Yeah, we've done a lot of collaborations
She lives in
together.
California, she doesn't live in Philadelphia?
Nope, she's from California. Yep.
Okay, I'll have to let you go.
Yeah. All right, man. Well, thanks for calling in. Appreciate it. Good luck, but not good luck this Sunday.
Yeah, I'm playing Detroit. Hopefully
Yeah,
I'll win
well,
this, but bye.
Not so good there. All right, man. Take it easy. Go Hawks. All right. Okay. Let's see. I'm going for all the unfamiliar codes here. From the 856. Who's this?
Hello. This is Jose from New Jersey.
Sorry, from Jersey. What's your name?
I'm Jose Ortiz.
Jose from New Jersey. Okay.
Yeah, I want to ask you. You really think the Seahawks can beat my Bears? That defense and you really think the Seahawks can beat them?
I really do think we can. I don't say it's going to be easy, but I think we can. If we run that ball hard, we got to run it hard though. So, but yes, I think we could. I think we could do it.
You might not like me after this, but I got your Seahawks going 7-9 or 8-8.
That's okay. I'm used to it because I've been listening to all the critics basically writing us off for this 2018 season. So I kind of expect everybody that thinks the Seattle is not going to go anywhere this year. So I'm okay with that. You know, I like the nobody expecting anything out of us. Better that way. It's kind of how it started in the first place. So it's all right. So you're a Bears fan. So.
Yeah.
Tell me 3 reasons why you think the Bears are going to win.
Defense, running, and wide receivers.
All right. I'll give you 3 reasons why you're going to lose. Why you would lose.
Well, we lose. Ooh, that's hard right there. Messing up, like choking in the second half, like we choke in Green Bay, like that.
So just choking. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I would love to see a choke on Monday Night Football. That would be pretty cool. All right. Well, I seem to be hearing the same thing. You guys have a good defense. You got a good running game. That's a pretty good combination. That's what we're supposed to be doing. We don't have the defense, but maybe we can get the running game going, but we'll see. So, all right. Well, it's going to be a fun game on Monday. So,
okay.
Good luck to a degree.
Okay, you too.
We'll see what happens, man. So, all right. Well, thanks for the call.
Okay, thanks.
All right. Latest. All right. Well, I've got to wrap this up here. I'm sorry I didn't get to a whole bunch of you guys. I'm going to have to try to get to you guys next time. My bad on that. I was going to try to get all of you, but there's so many tonight. But I gotta grab one more here. He's been waiting a long time, and I know he just had a birthday, so I gotta finish up the night. Gotta throw Anthony D up in the queue. Anthony, what's going on, man?
Hey, Norb, what's going on, buddy?
Hey, nothing much, man. Just Seahawks football, baby. By the way, happy belated birthday to you and your brother. You celebrated last weekend, right?
Yep.
That's cool. So how's that pizza tonight?
We haven't ate yet.
Oh. Where's the pizza coming from?
Papa Murphy's.
Papa Murphy's. Is that the take and bake kind?
Wait, say it again?
Is that take and bake? You get it, you put it in your oven, and you make it at home?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Combination, pepperoni, cheese. What we got? What kind of pizza we got?
The barbecue chicken pizza.
Oh, barbecue chicken. Oh, that's a little bit outside the normal thing. So, yeah. Anyway, I've got to keep this short because I got to wrap this thing up. My time is way over, but I want to at least get one high in there. Make sure I wish you a happy birthday belated, and make sure that pizza is going on all right. What's new? What's new with you and your brother?
Just hanging out as usual. I want to talk to you about the Broncos game and how terrible it was in the end.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it was tough.
Yeah.
And, yeah, I know. It was just 3 points. Could have had it a number of ways, but doggone it, just wasn't meant to be.
And what was the biggest WTF moment is when our kicker lost 2 field goals, one before a penalty, the other after a penalty.
Yeah, and ironically, that was right after I just kept telling everybody how great he is and how confident I am in his kicking abilities, and that my worries about the kicking game were all over. And then he missed 2 in a row. Doggone it. But, yeah,
right.
Not good.
Yeah.
Oh, well. We are going to take on the Bears, and I'm thinking that we'll do much better on Monday. We have to. It's kind of a must. It's kind of a must-win
Which
situation.
reminds me, can you send me an email of when you'll be doing these away parties at Emerald Downs?
I'm doing every away game I will be doing at Emerald Downs, with the exception of the Raiders game because I'll be in London. But every other away game I will be at Emerald Downs hosting viewing parties there. And as you see on the screen right there, next one's coming up for that Monday night game. and we're giving away prizes, including television sets. So, and sometimes Seahawk tickets. We gave away 2 tickets to the Cowboys game on Sunday. So you guys got to come out. And
Hopefully that's me.
So it's pretty good. It's fun
Hopefully
time.
that's me.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully I'll be able to be there next Monday. Hopefully my mom doesn't have to work.
Oh, right. That'd be cool. More the merrier.
She said that as long as it's in the afternoon, either around Sundays or whatever, it's a perfect time to be there with you.
All right. That's cool. You're more than welcome. It's a fun time, and you guys are all invited.
Yep.
So, okay. Well, I'm sorry. I've got to cut this off because I am over and I've got to be somewhere. So, thank you all for calling. I'm sorry I had to cut this off and I didn't get to all you. Anita, I see you in the chat. I'm sorry you had to wait so long and didn't get on there, but thank you guys. Anthony, take care. Hopefully see you on Monday.
Goodbye.
Hope to see you on Monday. And to all the rest of you, thank you for being part of this. Thank you for listening for this long stretch here. But it was fun talking football with a lot of you guys from all over the country, from Chicago to Pennsylvania. A lot of different fans, and that's cool. So we'll do this again. Back at it, trying to do this every Wednesday at 6 o'clock. And talking pre-games and post-games. And I like to hear from Seahawks fans, but I like to hear from other opponents as well. So we'll talk to you guys later. Thank you for listening, and I'd appreciate if you guys could subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and hit the bell down there, the notification bell, and that way you'll be notified anytime a video comes up. So a lot of videos coming your way. So, all right, guys, take care. Talk to you later. Go Hawks.